Hello there. Hey, Nettie here on this beautiful safe space and channel known as Transcendent Love. Here to deliver to you the messages from the universe, source, God, the ancestors. There are messages for the collective that are coming through, that want to come through. We're in such a peculiar space. And yeah, such a peculiar space, actually. Kind of hard to grapple with for many, and maybe even a little bit hard to accept for many as well. There's a lot going on. We got a new president. We got a lot of stuff going on that's taking place due to the new president. And I think many people are struggling. Not even I think, I feel that many people are struggling with the uncertainty. Now, I spend a lot of time looking at assessing and dealing with market trends because I invest in the stock market. So I'm able to see a lot of what's going on with the companies, keeping up with a lot of the news around the companies. Keeping up with so much more economic data than I ever have. The stock market, or being an investor at this point in the stock market, has made me pay attention to so much. It has given me such a different approach and outlook on so many of the things that are going on. But of course, as you know, and can probably tell by now, I am a very intuitive person and I get a lot of messages. I feel my way through this life. And I was going to say, not like someone who is blind, but still like someone who is blind, because much of what you actually see in reality it's real, yeah, but also not, which is kind of interesting to say. But you have control over a lot of what's going on. The external is your world, your internal world pushed out. I know it's hard to see that, hard to know that, but just track with me for a minute. All of your desires have need to come through, to come to fruition, because again, you are the expression of God. And that is extremely significant. God, universe, spirit accomplishes everything that it sets out to do. Spirit, God, is living this experience through you. I don't know if you can feel that. I don't know if you have resonance with that, but I hope so, because it is such a powerful thing. You are a key player in this whole thing. Your desires, the things that you want, they're all the desires of God given to you to be accomplished through and by you. And so right now things seem very uncertain, but it doesn't have to be that way. If we take the control that is ours to take, by recognizing that we are more spirit than we are human, we can get so much further. This is going to sound like a really crazy message, I already know, to some, but for those that it's meant to reach, it won't. It's going to resonate with who it's supposed to. But we fear a lot, but we're fearing from the past. All of our experiences that we build up stories around are stories from the past. We have not yet experienced fully the future. It is ours to create. And so much of why the world seems very scary at times and it's very difficult to take the next step in life is because we've been taught away from our power. We have been led to believe that we are weak and that we have no power. We don't have any kind of control over what goes on in this life, but you actually do. You are creating your reality in real time. Your inner world, your inner world and environment is what's showing up outside of you as your creation, as your manifestation. This is the thing that people are referring to when they're talking about manifesting. And how you manifest is you have a plan, you visualize your future, and you live in the end. And by live in the end, I mean you cultivate now the feelings of the accomplishment. You live in how that feels. How does your dream life feel? How does your dream life feel? What are you wearing? What do you look like? What kind of body do you have? What kind of things do you do in that life, in that time frame, or on that timeline? Who are you? Who are you desirous to become? Everything is possible. What do you want? Who do you want to be? What do you want to create? What do you want it to look like? Nothing is really all that uncertain except that we don't plan it. You, whoever you are, whatever desire you have, it's not too big. It's not too big. It's scary, perhaps. Yeah, scary. Being afraid is a very real emotion. And it's okay to feel that just briefly. Just don't stay in it. We are allowed to have crazy and, human thoughts. They will come. But as long as we don't actively engage with them and start building monuments and stories and novels around them, which is what we more often do, ruminating, we'll be better off. But I challenge you, somebody today needs to create great stories around things that have not happened yet. Kind of like you do the terrible things that you build stories around for things that have never happened. I want you to do the opposite of that. Visualize the most exciting, adventurous, and amazing outcome of whatever the situation is that you have in your mind. Revise whatever the crazy thing is that you have planned to happen. The truth is, because you plan for it to happen, it will. This goes both ways. When you make up this humongous, I was about to say hunormous, when you make up this hunormous story around something that has not happened, and it happened just because you manifested it for yourself. You made that story up right out of thin air. But since you can do that with negative things, you can also do that with positive things. So I challenge you to make a habit of creating enormous, opulent, lavish, and luxurious dramatic stories around great things. I'm telling you to change your life. It's a whole reframe. Not particularly easy at first either, but that's for somebody. Somebody has to get out all the stinking thinking, all the negative thoughts that you ruminate on. You'll never be able to push away entirely negative thoughts, but you can just let them pass without connecting an emotion to them. That's the other component to your planning for your dream life. And where the power of manifesting is when you start attaching your emotions to it. Like when you start getting all bent out of shape and upset about those horrific things that you just made up, heart starts racing, you feel all the feels of it. Do that for the positive stuff. Do that for the positive stuff. Don't do that for the negative stuff unless you want more of the negative stuff. Also, like somebody has, and you don't even take any thought to it, some vocabulary that they need to get rid of too. When it rains, it pours. If it's not one thing, it's another. Well, no shit. You keep calling it, it's gonna keep being another, because that's what you expect. That's what you believe. You've attached yourself and your emotions to those outcomes. Yes, absolutely. There will be another and another. The more you believe that, the more you get. Yeah. So plan toward the betterment. Plan toward those things that are better for you, the better manifestations. Man, I always get all the money. Hey. Man, I'm always winning. I can't stop winning if I tried. Just get in there, get in that groove, and just go ham with it. It sounds crazy, but really the crazier thing is making up a huge story around negativity. Man, we have been taught and conditioned to believe the things that are actually wild, we think of them as normal. And the things that are not wild, to the positive, we think that people are completely delulu. But that's fine. It's only delusional until it works. So get working for yourself. Get working on your own behalf. And stop letting this world and this life drag you about like you have no control. Take over your life. Do something different. You have all the power. God lives in you. Child, are you kidding? Are you kidding me that you don't believe in yourself? What? Tripping. You a beast for real. You got it all going for yourself. You really the shit. No draws. For real though. You really got it going. You really got it going. You're beautiful. You're sexy. You're wonderful. You're amazingly dope. You have the greatest sense of humor. And really, in that other timeline, you're everything you want to be. It's happening. So start creating from here. When you start creating from here and you align with that path, you get there faster. So fast to make your head spin. You will not believe how fast. Turn around one day. And Spirit was actually just saying to me the other day in a download that you're going to look up. You're going to look up one day and everything is going to be completely different. And you're going to look around and you're going to take an inventory of your life and be like, damn, look what I did. Look what I did. Look what I created. Look at my stuff, y'all. Look at my stuff. Look at what I did. I made it. I made it all. And it'll be true. Yeah. Go on, be encouraged. Be light and be light. Don't be burdened and bogged down with stuff that you really have control over. Just practice in your time, maybe after your meditation, maybe before. Set aside some time. It don't have to be a whole lot of time to visualize what you want. What do you want? To get what you want, you need to know what you want. Plan it out. All of it. Every detail that you can find. And if you want a lot of stuff, which good, you want a lot of stuff. Make up a whole story that encompasses the details of all the stuff that you want. The winning side. You're not hoping for nothing. You're living in the accomplishment. How does it feel in that life right now? All right. That's it. Love and light. I love y'all. And I wish you well.